Since Meghan Markle's relationship with Britain's Prince Harry became public, she has become one of the most recognizable celebrities in the world. Much, if not all, is known about the American actress who became the British Duchess of Sussex, winning the heart of one of the world's most eligible bachelors. But the more facts readers learn about Meghan, the more astonished they become, especially when it comes to things that don't seem entirely unusual. We've rounded up some of the strangest facts about Meghan Markle that surprise even her fans. Brown-haired girl Rachel. The fate of American Meghan Markle is the amazing story of a woman who emerged literally out of nowhere and became a world figure. Her father was a simple lighting editor, though an Emmy Award-winning actor. Meghan was educated at a private high school, Immaculate Heart, and starred in several small roles on American television and in movies before coming to fame on the series, Force Majeure, which she then quit to join the royal family. One of the most surprising facts about Meghan Markle is that Meghan is not actually her primary name. The Duchess's full name is Rachel Meghan Markle, but Rachel was also the name of her character on the TV series, Force Majeure. And she had to take her middle name Meghan when she officially married Prince Harry because no one could allow the prince to almost literally marry the show's heroine. Interestingly, Meghan Markle was much more of an African-American girl as a child than she is now. She was a swarthy girl with curly hair, round eyes, a chipped tooth and a funny potato nose. She has since changed a lot, and they say she has had straightening, blepharoplasty, and rhinoplasty, but she has never confirmed this. According to some journalists, Meghan has a strange habit of staring at her husband Prince Harry during video conferences. Like many, Meghan and Harry had to move their work online in 2020 because of the COVID-19 pandemic. That's when people noticed that when Harry talks, Meghan stares intently at him instead of at the camera. We think her stare is probably just not a good way to go about it. Or maybe it's an indication that she's used to giving her husband her full attention, one reporter noted. No curtsy in a blender. As you know, Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle in 2020 gave up their royal duties and moved permanently to the United States. A source close to the royal court told reporters, she hated always being dressed down like royalty, as well as old-fashioned rules, like wearing dresses below the knee. She especially hated the pomp of royal life and the need to curtsy. He said Markle spent most of her time in sweatpants or yoga leggings, which shocked the royal family. After leaving the court, she was free and able to do whatever she wanted. And she has a lot of talent. According to Meghan Markle's old acting resume, which was accidentally discovered on the internet, she is trained in ballet, jazz and tap, has experience performing in musical theater, speaks fluent Spanish, has a good command of French, and martial arts, boxing and kickboxing. However, before Meghan Markle became an actress, she had another interesting occupation. She worked as a professional calligrapher. The girl began practicing calligraphy when she was still in school. It was because I went to a Catholic school for girls and they had lessons in calligraphy, she explained. It turns out that one of Meghan Markle's main hobbies is yoga. The future Duchess was introduced to it through her mother, who worked as a professional yoga instructor. In fact, she attended her classes from the age of 7. The Duchess of Sussex later admitted that it was yoga classes that also helped her cope with the stress of joining the royal family. We all have our strange obsessions, but the Duchess of Sussex has distinguished herself here as well. Her strange obsession is her favorite blender, which he takes everywhere with him. Me and my blender put on a show by feeding everyone on a visit this weekend. I can't live without my blender, Meghan once wrote on social media. She went on to explain that her cherished blender is always with her wherever she goes and is used every single day. Also, Meghan is very fond of wine. At the end of a long day, I find nothing better than a glass of wine, the princess admitted. She went on to explain that she doesn't always care about the brand of wine or the cost. The most important thing is that it's red. An opportunity to find love. The Duchess of Sussex has impressive friends, and many notice that most of them are African American. For example, she is friends with professional tennis player Serena Williams. On the subject, Meghan wrote on her blog, "We immediately found common ground, taking pictures, laughing about a soccer game we both jokingly played, and chatting not about tennis or acting, but all the good old-fashioned girl stuff." She's also friendly with TV host Oprah Winfrey, and even gave her an interview that drew 17 million viewers. Even though she and Harry have stepped away from their royal duties, Meghan is still well aware that people see her as a princess. But her opinion of young girls who dream of marrying a prince is very peculiar. "I just look at them and I want to say, inside each of us has the power to create a life beyond any fairy tale you've ever read. I don't mean marrying a prince. I mean being able to find love, to find happiness. You can find them, face what may seem like the greatest obstacles, and overcome them with fortitude to find happiness again." Meghan considers herself a feminist and continues to fight for equal rights for women in all areas of life. For example, she released a podcast with Serena Williams, which the Duchess of Sussex and the famous tennis player called "The Misconception of Ambition." Together, the celebrities talked about the double standard women face when they are called ambitious. That said, Meghan adores her husband, loves spending her evenings in the kitchen at the stove, and is well versed in child psychology. Meghan Markle's mixed ancestry, previous marriage and, of course, her status as a serial actress immediately brought her to the world's attention, and then quite a few things happened that caused many to raise their eyebrows in surprise. "The person I knew is gone," said her former friend Ninaki Pretty. "There's Meghan before fame and Meghan after fame. She always wanted to be a princess. She had one of Princess Diana's books on a shelf in her room." However, it's not often that people who find themselves in the royal court give up their position and still continue to live quietly and do the things they love. In that sense, Meghan's story is also quite unusual, though in a good way.